Hello! Today we're gonna talk about Monster High because, well, there was a rumor that there was gonna be a live action of this film, right? It turned out to be true, and then now we actually have the images of the outfits and everything, and we need to talk about it, honestly. But first and foremost, this is gonna be my first sponsor, and for a while now, I just didn't want to talk about anyone on my channel out of people who reached out to me and stuff like that, so it's an exciting moment for me. We're talking about Brevity today. This backpack is for cameras, basically. So let me show you all the things that I can put in my Brevity. First of all, look at this. This is where you put your camera. Like, you can section it off whichever way you like. This is how I kind of section it, just because there's also a pocket on the side for quick, access to your camera this way, so you can actually take it out really quickly. Okay, so I need an HDMI cord so I can use the screen, one of these guys. Really handy, So I just use the extra padding that they have on the side. Put sanitizer, lipstick, the insect thing, spray, because this backpack is mostly like for taking pictures when I'm hiking and stuff. Oh, also Tylenol. I'm always in pain. I like to bring an extra camera, a film camera. My bear spray in there. I also just throw in like anything that I need, like usually it's a scarf, and sometimes I also put like a little umbrella in there. My makeup pouch in here. There's another pocket in here. A pocket that has elastics on the side. Yeah, I think you can like put like a really big water bottle or maybe a tripod if you need it. I don't really use tripods that much when going for shoots on a hike or something like that. My documents in here. There's like a little pocket on the back. I'm very paranoid. I always feel like my stuff is gonna get stolen, so I just put it in here. In any case, look how cute and yellow it is. Thank you, Brevity, for sponsoring this video. Okay, let's talk about Monster High. God, this is such a mess. Okay, so we're gonna start with Clawdeen, okay? So this is what we got in the show. For those of you that don't remember what the character looked like exactly in the drawn form, I'm not gonna be using the dolls because dolls have so many iterations that it's gonna be kind of hard to compare unless it's really important. I'm not gonna bring it up. Here's what Clawdeen looks like in the show and like her most recognizable form, I guess. And this is what we got. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right away that with this movie, there's one thing that I am really happy about, and that is the fact that they tried to go for it. Instead of going for a very dark and edgy look at a show that was for kids or whatever, they actually tried to recreate what was so good about the original. The problem that I have about it is that, I suspect that their budget was super low. That's my suspicion. But even if the budget was really, really low, I still think that there's some things that could have been done. So for example, like looking at this overall outfit, the jacket, for example, it would definitely be better if it wasn't just like a fur jacket and had fur trim, as in the original. It would definitely be better. Anyway, the problem that I have with most of these outfits that they have come up with is that all of them are very 2012-ish, and I do not get it. I just don't understand why. And since they were going for very cheap clothing, they still could have found something like this. It's actually a lot easier to find something very specific for cheap than something very specific when it's really expensive and done really well and whatever. I do appreciate the fact that they used animal print, that it's all in purple. Obviously, they were going for the right look. They were trying. I just think that it's a little bit off. It's just too much of Forever 21, 2012 kind of look. The next one we have here is Lagoona. Let me show you what the character looks like in case you're forgetting. This is what she looks like originally. This is one of the things that I find confusing, is that later when I'm going to show you other characters, you're going to see that they painted the skins of a lot of actors to fit the character. I don't know what the criteria was for them choosing whether they need to paint someone's skin a different color to match the character, but they didn't do it for everyone, and I don't get why. With Lagoona, it's quite important, especially considering that they do that for Frankie and for Draculaura. I don't know, honestly, I do not get it. I see where they were going with it because the outfit is sporty, right, which is very much Lagoona, obviously. Lagoona's outfit is more like 2008-ish, and this outfit is definitely 2013 or something like that, and not in a good way. Those damn biker shorts and like the tie-dye top. I'm really glad that they had fins on her. That's a really good touch. I'm glad that they did that. I like her hair and her makeup, but once again, the outfit is really, really I don't know, is tacky the right word? But once again, I can see where they were going with it. But why did they have to do it in such an unfashionable way? You know, like they were going in the right direction and then just didn't make it fashionable. But that's important for Monster High, you know? They're head of school. I'm glad that they went for it. They did do this whole like head off the shoulders, holding it in hands kind of situation. This is what the original character looks like. I like that. Listen, the fabric is so wrong for the jacket. There was literally no reason to use this fabric. You can see in the folds right here the thinness of it all and the cut. It's so short. Why is it so short? It should be all the way down. This blue string, girl, what the hell is that? Was that necessary? The trim, the blue trim, why is it such a cheap material? And it's not like they're going for the exact replica where I would be like, okay, they didn't have a lot of money, so they had to put it into, you know, work hours to make this garment look like the character exactly, even though the materials are not great and whatever, they have low budget, whatever, you know. This jacket doesn't even look like the original. So why did we have to use this material and go for this length and use this goddamn blue ribbon? Yeah, no. This one is just offensive, honestly. Just, who the hell is this? I don't know who that guy is, and I have no idea what I'm even supposed to say about him. Draculaura. Okay, so the thing with this show, with this movie, is that all of them went for really long skirts, and I understand that they were trying to get maybe something more modest out of this, but there's nothing wrong with going like maybe 3 or 4 centimeters above the knee. Knee length skirts are the worst types of skirts. You can go maxi and it would be better than doing a knee length skirt. It's just one of those skirts, those lengths that just ruin everything, honestly. I just don't understand why they would do that. In case you don't remember, this is what Draculaura looks like. This is the outfit that they gave her. This outfit is definitely not, it's not enough of frills. See, like they did tint her skin or painted her skin pink, which is fantastic. See, like with some characters they do it, with some they don't. But the most confusing thing about this is like, she's a sorceress now. Draculaura, the fantastic sorceress. She's a vampire, a vegetarian vampire. That was already enough for her character. I don't understand why. Why was this necessary? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is happening here? Why is she a sorceress all of a sudden? Yeah, the outfit is not like stylish, but I understand. Like, this is close to what Draculaura is supposed to be. Again, like a very Walmart version, but still okay, you know. So Heath, the hothead, this is what he's supposed to look like. I think this kind of simplifies him a little bit too much. I think they should have gone with the black and dark colors, just because this makes him look like a regular human. I know that there's fire on his head, but I don't think that's enough, honestly. So Cleo, that's kind of criminal. Let me tell you what, this is what the character looks like, okay? They did find a dress or a skirt. I'm not sure if it's like a 2-piece or if it's a dress, but they did find something that looks like bandages, like it looks kind of like wrapped. So I'm happy about that. But again, this cheap material hanging off of her, it doesn't look good. The hair is not right. If we zoom in and look at it, it's just all blue, which is like not really a common color for her to have. I think that maybe there was like a couple iterations of the, I don't know, of the dolls where she had a different color other than brown, but most of the time it's brown with gold inserts, gold extensions or gold threads or whatever it is. And she has a gold thread, but girl, can you even see it? It's so tiny, so like thin. It's kind of like they went on a holiday, on a summer holiday when they were like 12 and they came back with a gold thread tied to their hair and they feel like they have done something crazy with their hair.
Where's that inspiration coming from?
I don't know. I like a little edge and a little pop in my hair, so I wanted to add something different, especially for the Teen Vogue party.
Do you know what I mean? I think that this look is more like what we got with the movie. The dress, you know, is similar or whatever, but once again, they should have gone like full out. Do the entire thing black and blue and have gold threads everywhere. Like go overboard, put more extensions in her hair or put a wig on her, whatever it is. Just give us the effect they Deuce, which is the thing that always happens with all the male characters when they are made into a live action character. For some reason, whenever it's a punk guy, he's made into a slightly edgy skater boy, like basically Jughead Jones from Riverdale. Instead of being a punk, two different aesthetics, not even close to each other. Look at what Deuce is supposed to look like. Maybe they were trying to update the style for the modern times, but even if you were trying to do that, it still should be more punky. Not the right direction at all with this guy. Now Frankie, once again, terrible skirt length. The skin is painted. It looks great painted. I think that it looks a lot like the character. The tone is a little off. It's a little bit more blue than green. It should have been greener. See? Outfit doesn't have that oomph. It doesn't have that cute quality to it. It doesn't make you go, oh my god, I want to dress like them. And it should. Even for children, like when it's a show for children or whatever, the reason why children love those outfits and whatever, even if they are over the top, is because they are cute and they do have something, some kind of zhuzh about it, something, you know, some spark. And this doesn't have it. This shirt is too much of an office shirt. Doesn't work. That green chain, not good. But the worst part of this is 100% leggings. What's up with Americans and leggings? Explain that to me. I just want to know. Like, what is going on? And also, there was no need to cut those holes in the leggings. The best thing they could have done is maybe give her leggings that are the color of Frankie's skin. Put some, that would look cute. They just had to put her in some goddamn leggings that were ripped. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Frankie ever wore something like that. Like specifically in terms of leggings being ripped. Maybe I don't remember, but I don't think she has. At least the hair was kind of similar. I don't know what the hell happened there, guys. I think it might have been the budget, but even then I feel like you could still pull it off because there's so many options out there of cheap clothing. Even going just thrifting would yield better results than this. Anyway, I don't know, let me know what you think. Maybe you're happy with the outcome. I'll see you soon, probably with the Winx video. Bye!